Welcome back to the channel. I had a chance to acquire the 4 first starter decks for Gundam, the card game. So in the next 4 videos, I'll be opening starter deck 1, 2, 3, and 4. Stay tuned. This video will be dedicated to the starter deck Heroic Beginnings. So a pre-warning here before I open this is I've never played Gundam card game. So I'm not sure what to find inside this game. I've saw some videos like to know how the game works, but I've never played yet. So I'm gonna learn with you. For this first deck, it's gonna be the one that I'm gonna look more lost, and the other 3 that you saw in the introduction probably I'll be more straight to the point. But so inside we have only 16 cards in a 50 card deck. 14 will be commons. There will be 2 legend rares, so that's why these decks are so cheap. And then you have the resource cards, which will work as like the Dawns from One Piece card game. It's going to be damage counter, tokens. You need to rely on lots of tokens. A bonus pack apparently here that will give you a foil of the cards that exist in this deck. One of the 16 and the rule sheet. So yeah, I'm gonna officially open for the first time this starter deck 1. So there are right now 4 colors for Gundam. Oh, this tape is probably stronger than the One Piece ones. It's blue and white, and you also have on the other decks green and red. Well, those are the names of the colors, but they look like a bit washed. It's more like pink instead of red. But I'm sure that they will launch in the future more colors like they did in almost every other card game. So maybe we can expect something like the black in the future. If it makes sense, I don't know. Because I also never watched a single episode of Gundam, but I know there are like 50 series for that. Okay, so the game comes as expected from One Piece card game. There's a rule sheet. Okay, it looks like a cool game from what I've seen. And then you have also to help you on those first fights, you have the playmats, so where you put your battle robots that you need to equip. So you have robots and pilots, and you need to put the pilots in the robots in order to pilot them. And the pilot that you put is going to make a difference because they have special powers. So that sounds like something that will work very well. You also put a base that will defend your shields, which is like life in One Piece, Digimon, Dragon Ball Fusion World, the victory conditions. So if you deal battle damage to your opponent, well, they have no cards in their shields. So there's a final hit that you need to give after life. So it's similar to One Piece in that sense. Okay, so there's the deck. There are no bonus packs for the first edition, but let's open this pack here and see what we have inside. The card is a bit bended. The foil is already well loved, maybe because it's below everything. So the foil for me will be the GM. I don't know what to call that. That's a Gundam. That's a robot. That's what. So yeah, the foils are pretty curved. And then the deck, as you see, they don't have plastic around totally. They just have this strip, which is saving on plastic, which is just pool. Okay, and then you have the tokens. So I guess these are going to be the damage tokens that you put on your vehicles or on your base. Okay. Then you have these different cards. So these are the no, wait, let me see. So these are 2 different decks. The resource that you use as Dawn, so you put 1 every turn. And no, these will be the ones that probably the community will customize. And then there are a few tokens that may be useful. Like for example, you start with the base that have 3 defense. And if you go second, like in Dragon Ball, you have this extra resource. And according to your deck, there will be some cards that will pull out some tokens, like in Magic. So yeah, that's the first time I've seen these tokens. There is nothing similar that I'm aware on One Piece or Dragon Ball. So yeah, the Gundam token, the gun cannon, the gun tank. Yeah, okay. Let's go for the deck, this 50 card deck. Okay, let me check. So if I can find the royalty, the rarity, that's L legendary rare. That's what the box said, right? Legend rare. So this could be something worthy. Just evaluate here. It's also foil, but not that curved as the other one. So Gundam, this guy must be important. So that's what the card costs for you to play, but then you need to be at least at level 4. So you need to have 4 energies in total in order to play a card that costs only 3. And that's how it works. And then there's the attack and defense or life or whatever. And then the pilots you put below to equip and make some effects when you combine together. So at the end of your turn, this unit recovers a specific number of HP, so it heals. That should be a good thing. And if it's paired during your turn, all your units get +1 of attack. So it says a mirror ray. A mirror ray should be the pilot that links, probably. And it's Earth Federation white base team, which I'm completely clueless of what that means, but let's see if we can find a mirror ray to do the combo. And you also have another legendary rare, Gundam Aerial Permit, score 6. These robots, they all look the same, to be honest. For me, they all look the same. The fan base will kill me, but these blue on the torso, these antennas here, they look super similar for now. And choose one enemy unit that is level 5 or lower. It gets minus AP when paired. So that means when you put a pilot regardless, and then it says select a Mercury. So would these be the pilots that on the TV series they run these max? Is this just one card or two cards? It's glued, almost glued. Okay, so yeah, these are the big boys, and then the not so big boys, the commons, Gundam, MA form, clueless on what it is. When paired with a white base team, maybe those are these guys. It's a whole new world, but I'm enjoying this thing. So it also gets a mirror ray. I enjoy to find out new card games and try them for the first time, so I'm really excited to be able to try this one as well. The gun cannon that requires a Kaishiden. Okay. Why do you have tokens for the gun cannon? It's the same thing, right? No, it's weaker. You see, maybe when you put the pilot, the token comes out. Let's get the pilots. The gun tank. The GM. Okay, so that's the special card that I'm going to replace, and I'm going to do it now. Okay. Only 3. Only 3. So this one is not worthy to have 4. Okay, now the white robots. Oh, this one also has Solita Mercury. Space and Earth. The blue ones are Space and Earth as well. I'm so lost. Gundam Aerial. So this is white, but it's still the same robots. The Earth Force robots, kind of robots. Demi Trainer, a blocker. Oh, there's the blocker as well. Typical blocker for these games. I guess this game is like 50% One Piece. The only thing that you don't have is apparently the counters, but let's see. Let's see if that's the case. Because I think the pilots, they could do something similar. There it is, a mirror ray. So yeah, we got the mirror ray. The mirror ray has these stats. But okay, so you put like this when you equip, and then there's the when paired effect, and there's another when paired effect here. Choose one enemy level 5 with 5 or less HP. Yeah, these are 2 things that activate. Okay, and it's no wait, this one is solid. No, I got the wrong one. I told you these all look the same. So there it is, a mirror ray. And he is a Earth Federation. Okay, white base team, a new type. And it gives him, it becomes stronger, the robot. And there's this effect when paired. But if this card is on your shield, when it comes out, you have this trigger effect, which is a trigger from One Piece trigger, which is you get this one to your hand. Okay. Maybe paired is if you have the same name, so I'm not sure. I need to review the rules. There's Solara. Solara doesn't mention tokens as well. This looks like a very super simple deck. Okay, and then this one has main phase, so you can use it on main phase. And the card will be called this one, Trolley Damaged. But if you pair, it will be Ayato Kobayashi. So how would this card be named if you search for it? Maybe this is the name of the card. While this one doesn't have a name, it just says Solera. And it's the pilot ability. Wow, this gives lots of flexibility. You can play cards as effects or as pilots. But you don't have that many robots, I think. So Kai's Resolve. There's a main effect, choose one from the unit, recover 3 HP. I still don't see how the tokens get in. Maybe activate this card main if it comes from burst. And then choose one enemy, give us... Okay, so this is not a pilot, it's just a command card. This one. No pilot effect. So strange. They came up with so many different things. Okay, base. Now, this is a new type of card. It's a base. So on a base, you put it on the field in front of your life. Okay. The base also has life, and maybe this is where it deploys. Burst, it deploys, and then when you deploy, you add shields to your hand. Add one to... So shields are your life, right? You take a life up, and then activate main once per turn. Oh, you pay 2 and you deploy a Gundam. Oh, you deploy the units from here. You deploy the gun cannon, or a unit token if you have no unit tokens. Okay, or you deploy one gun cannon if you have only one. Okay, or you deploy a gun tank if you have two. Okay, so they become stronger. The first one is the weakest because it has... Now the first one is the stronger, AP 3, then it's an AP 2, and the last one is AP 1. So it's the base that calls them out. 3 bases. Okay, this is super cool. What is this? Another base, a different one. So that's the school of technology. Deploy. When you deploy, you lose 1 shield. And then rest this base. All friendly link units get 1 AP. Link unit, what's a link unit? Link unit, not sure. Link unit. What's a link unit? I need to see. Link unit is when you have a pair. Would that be a pair? I'm so lost. I'm so lost. Yeah, that's it. Linked unit. They have the link here when they have a pilot. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I know I'm super lost. But this game has potential. Although 0 when it comes to IP, the fact that you can plan piloting, and imagine that you have like in your deck 25 different pilots and 25 different mechs, it makes it super exciting. You can change, now you pilot this, and now you go. Would you be able to move around pilots? I don't know. So I need to study a little bit the manual here to be able to discuss on further videos how this works, which I'm going to do before recording the other videos. But hey, I hope you've enjoyed this, because it was a super interesting experience for me to start knowing about the Gundam card game. And if you are interested, just let's follow also the other decks. And I'm gonna create a playlist for this content, because I'm most sure that I'm gonna follow this trend here for Gundam, at least the starter decks, and who knows, booster box to start building my own decks. So that's more than deserved to have that playlist. So I hope that you like the video to the point that you consider hitting that like button and subscribing, following this playlist. And I have playlists for all the other major card games out there and board games, as well as the podcast called The Table Talks, where I'm interviewing people to get to know their projects, their profiles, their stories, while playing board games online with them. So I definitely think that you will find interesting content in the channel to consider subscribing and to be part of this community. Thank you. Goodbye.